Good morning again, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. And I got another video coming for you. Part 3 of why driving for Uber and Lyft is a losing game if you don't play correctly. So this one, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about instant pay and dead miles. Okay, so sorry, I've been feeling congested all week. So I want to bring up instant pay because this is something that breaks my heart every time I see this in a group chat or whatever. I'll see one. I don't like, says instant pay has gone down like 4 or 5 times in the last couple of years, and everyone flips out. They're like, "This is it. This is it. This is over. I can't cash out my money. Why do I even drive? What's the point of driving if I can't take out my money? Like Uber's keeping money from us. All this stuff." And it's always much ado about nothing. It's always like a network thing or something, or there's a banking error and you can't cash out for like 2 days. I have never personally felt that was a big a deal because I barely ever cash out. Last year around this time, I was cashing out once a week. I was cashing out when I knew I was done driving on a Sunday. That was it. I was cashing out once. Now I never cash out. Um, it's not even because I'm going to miss the 50 cents that it cost me every time I cashed out. It's because I'm good enough with my money where I have enough money in my bank account to cover whatever bills I have to pay or whatever before my next statement gets deposited. Um, I understand everyone's got different ways of doing things, but I want to explain to you guys right now why instant pay and cashing out is holding you back and why you really shouldn't. I mean, to me, whenever I hear people saying like they need to cash out daily, that means you're not. When I hear that, and do not take this personally, guys. Don't think I'm shitting on you by saying this. When I hear that I need to cash out daily, the only thing I'm hearing is you are not good with your money. And Uber and Lyft loves this kind of driver because they know you're going to be driving every single day because you need you need that 80 bucks. Like if you're cashing out 5 times a day, that means you need to cash out to put gas in your car, to drive more, to put food in your belly, to drive more, to get a sandwich, to drive more, to whatever. If you're only going to be left with like 50, 60 bucks at the end of the day, the rest of the money you spent. And then you're going to rack up credit card debt. You're going to wonder, where's I need to pay rent next week and I'm short 300 bucks. I'm driving, I'm making all this money. I don't know where my money is. You've been cashing it out and you've been spending it irresponsibly. That's where your money's at. And that is, you guys are leaning on that. You're leaning on that cash out so much, it's holding you back. And I did some quick numbers because not everyone cashes out 5 times a day. I get it. But let's imagine you are cashing out 5 times a day for 5 days a week and 50 weeks a year. Let's say you're a driver and you do this 50 weeks a year. That means it's costing you $625 per year that you are giving away. You're just like, take it. I don't need it. Odds are you do need that money. You probably need that money a lot. 625 bucks. That's a good amount of money, guys. I mean, that's what it used to. I used to make that in 6 weeks at my old UPS job. That's what it would, 5. Let's just say 5 weeks. I mean, that's what I would make in a weekend driving for Uber. That's what I used to take me a little bit over a week in my old full-time job. That's a considerable money you're just giving away to get access to money that you're going to need anyway. So, who the hell's texting me? You guys want to see the stupid texts I get from people? No. God. Stupid. All right. So, fucking Rick. Okay. So moving on. So that was doing 5 cash outs per day. Sorry guys, a little disorganized. 5 times per day. for 5 days in 50 weeks, 625. If you do it 5 times a week, let's just say you do it every weekday, that's $125 a week. It's a good amount of money, guys. It's a good amount of money. And you're just giving it away. I don't need it. And then if you do it once a week at the end of the year, that's cost you $25 a week. $25 total. And the reason I think you guys should stop doing the instant pay, stop cashing out, is because you're going to see, let's say you're not treating this like a business. You're not even treating it a job. There are very few jobs around the country where if you need money, like, oh yeah, hey boss, I worked 4 hours and my rate's $11 an hour. Give me that $44. Okay, no. There are very few jobs around the country that will just allow you access to your funds like that. And if you're taking out your money like that 5 times a day, 5-6 times a week, you're just not being responsible, guys. I understand. I mean, everyone's got a different way to do this. This is more for the full timers, by the way. This is more for the people getting out there every single day. Part timers, like if you want to, let's say you're going out on a Saturday night and you want to make $130 before you go out, so that's your drinking and dinner budget. Fine, I can't say no to that. That's fine. You don't rely on this money like the rest of us do. Okay, I don't really. That's a whole nother thing. I'm saying for people that want to do this better, that are doing this for a certain length of time, and they want to avoid all the pitfalls involved with this, and financial management is one of them, you gotta quit cashing out so much, guys. Instead of cashing out 5 times a day, cash out. I don't even think you should cash out every single day. Cash out once a week. And you're going to notice your finances will be so much better than what you're probably going through. Because if you're cashing out 5 times a day, you are in this closed loop. You're in this endless cycle where you need, and that's why I'm so glad they got rid of that stupid gas card. Because some of you guys were relying on that gas card way too much. But now if you're cashing out all the time, then like I said before, you're in this loop where you need money to put fuel in the car, to drive more. Then you're going to cash out so you can get lunch. Then you have to drive more because your bank account's still empty. Then you have to buy a sandwich or drink or whatever to drive more. And at the end of that day, after the gas you put in the car and the food you put in your belly, you might have like $50 a week. And then if you're doing that 5 days a week, let's say you only drive during the week, then at the end of the week, you've only got $200 or $300 in your bank account. That's a rough living, guys. I know. Trust me. I know. I've been there. So just something to consider. And do not take this. If you are good with your money and you cash out every day, fine. Do not take this personally. This isn't a shot at you. But a lot of drivers have found themselves in the situation where they don't have money in the bank, or they're not taking care of their financial responsibilities because they're cashing out way too much. So, boom. The second topic is dead miles. I don't really have screenshots for any of this stuff. Full-time driver here in Chicago, and I have noticed I am doing better as a driver. I'm driving more efficiently in the last 3-4 months than I've ever done because of the fact that I've perfected my strategy for my market. Now, I drive in Chicago. If you drive in Minneapolis, if you drive in San Francisco, if you drive in Oakland, if you drive in Philly, whatever your market is different than mine, I'm aware of that. So, but what I've done is I figured out, I know my market so well, I know where to get the rides from what time, that I never make less than like $1.25 a mile. And our rates in Chicago are 64 cents a mile for Uber, and I make 61 cents a mile on Lyft. I still manage to make almost twice that every single week because I drive correctly. I know where to get airport rides from the suburbs, so I'm not eating dead miles first thing in the morning. I know how to predict surge, and it's all about knowing your market, guys. You have to really, this unfortunately can't be covered by one person because not everyone knows your market. So in terms of dead miles, you shouldn't just, and that's another thing. Whenever I'm done, whenever I drop someone off, I park the car. I don't ever, and this kind of fucked me this week, but it's fine. I never drive around looking for rides. ever. I hate doing that. But it's the right way of doing it. That's the right way of playing this game, guys, because you have to limit the amount of time. The best way, you know you're doing all right when you're making more per hour than you were before, and you're making more per mile. And the less you drive, the better off you are in your rideshare business. The less you drive means the less gas you're spending, and the less you drive means the less you're going to spend on maintenance. So you have to try to make as much as you can for every mile you drive. So that means knowing when it's busy, knowing what areas are doing airport rides, knowing when's the right time to go to the bum lots. In my opinion, never, but there's sometimes it pays. Knowing when the dead times are. But you have to be able to predict, most importantly, you have to be able to predict when it's surging and when it's going to be slow. Because when it's slow out and you're just driving around, that's when you get frustrated. That's when you're like, this sucks. Uber and Lyft sucks. They're taking my money. They took our jobs. No, that's just, it's not 100. Chicago is not like 100% in demand all fucking day. Like, no. You have to know when it's hot, when it's not, and you have to use that to your advantage to limit dead miles, okay? So those are two topics I wanted to knock out today. Instant pay, cashing out, and dead miles. And I hope you guys took whatever you could from this video. Yeah, probably not the most visually stimulating, and I have really much to show over here, but just something I wanted to get out there for this little series I'm doing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Disagree? Gio, you're a fucking asshole. Fuck you. I need my instant pay. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of those comments. And yeah, all right, guys. I'll thank y'all for watching. Remember, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.